in this tutorial, I'll show you how to use SUMIF in Google Sheets. The SUMIF function in Google Sheets allows you to sum values in the range based on a specified condition. Now, here is how to use SUMIF. We're going to have to use the syntax of SUMIF. Now, here is the syntax for SUMIF. I'm going to have to head over to the sheet that contains figures that I can sum. Okay, it doesn't seem like that. So let's say I just want to add figures. So 20 and there's 21. That's 30. Just 2 columns, just freestyle with that. And 10 and 20. So here's the syntax, right? SUMIF then equals SUMIF, then range, criterion, and sum range. The range of cells, range actually include the range of cells that you want to apply the criteria to. Criterion includes the condition of criteria to be met. This can be a number, text, expression, or even a cell reference. And then the sum range, which is optional, includes the range of cells to sum. If omitted, SUMIF sums the cell in the range that meets the criteria. So these are the step-by-step guides on how to use the SUMIF. So suppose you have a list of sales, you want to sum all sales amounts greater than $100. So I'm just going to have to delete this. So this is like my sales amount. So I'm pretty much going to edit this list to something else. So this could be product, and just follow me closely and you'll get it right away. And this will be banana, and this will be orange, and this will be sweet. So, and then I have like 150, and they have 90 over here. This is going to be 80, and here's going to be sales as my header. So this is column G and column H. Now to sum sales greater than 100, this is what I'm going to do. So the range, this is what I'm going to do. So here is, I'm going to have to delete this. So I'm going to have to delete this column. So equals, then SUMIF B2, all right, to B5. So here's going to be H. So I'm doing H2, okay, space, column, H5, all right, and comma, then quotation mark, greater than sign, 100, close quotation mark, close parenthesis, enter. That's 150. Okay, so H1 in here in my formula, which is here H2, it represents the range where I apply the condition, that's the sales amount, and 100, that's greater than 100, is the condition to be met, that's greater than 100. So the formula will sum 120, and okay, so over here now we have 80, which is the first one in B2. All right, so 80, and it will sum 90 as well, which is in H, this is H2 and this is H5. So It's a sum 80 and it's a sum 90, and it's going to give the returning figure. So that's it. That's one of the steps. So the second step is to sum values based on text condition. So suppose you want to sum sales for a specific product, like in the sense Apple. This is what you can do. So I'm just going to backspace on this to delete that formula in there. Equals in SUMIF, then you're going to have to do, for products, this is going to be G2. So G2, give your space colon, and we're going to do G5 and comma, then we're going to inverted comma or quotation mark rather, Apple, and close the quotation mark, and comma, give you space, then you do H2 to H5. So H2 and space H5, then close your parenthesis and click on enter. Oh, that's NA. Okay, so wrong number. Okay. Oh my god, no. I didn't get that. Sorry. H2, give a space, and H5. So now it's 80. So the range containing the product name, that is the G2. All right, and H2 is a range containing the sales value to sum. So the formula will sum everything. That's 120 is going to form Apple, that's at 80, and it's going to sum everything and then return the figure. Okay, so that's it. So the Apple is 80 and just only Apple is there. Going to sum 80 and only 80. So if you have another Apple, there's going to be another Apple that's of 80 and going to be 160, but then it's just Apple and Apple is 80, so that gives us a returning figure of 80. So that's pretty much how to do that. So you can also sum values based on a condition using a cell reference. Okay, and that's just using different steps but then different formulas, and you can sum with multiple criteria using SUMIFs, and that's another process entirely. Okay, so this function is versatile and powerful for aggregating data based on specific criteria in Google Sheets, and if you use any of the steps that we showed you, then you will be good to go. I hope this tutorial marvelously helped your search.